we knew his name before we were married, and God gave us a story behind him. And actually, because God gave us his story first, we were absolutely sure that Anna is a boy. We were very surprised when she was a girl, because we were absolutely sure it was him. But with Anna, God gave us a character with her, and that was one of a faithful intercessor and prayer warrior. And that's why then, that's how the name Anna came up. And sure enough, she loves prayer. It's exactly what God said about her, and it's just such a confirmation again. And with Noah, for the boy, God gave us the story of a refuge in the last days. Someone who will, in the last days, when things get rough and when the world turns away from God, and when people turn away and people get confused about what's going on and all this stuff that will be going on very, very soon, Noah will be the one, or he will be one of the people who will stand firm and will just stick to God and be a refuge to people and be a guide to people, someone who is able to say, this is the direction, this is what is happening, and this is what you need to do, like Noah did, a refuge for people. Noah in the Bible, he really, he saved mankind basically, and so we believe that's the story that God gave us for Noah, what he's going to do when he's an adult. And so we're very excited about that, and we really, this whole, when the Bible talks about he knew us before we were conceived, he knew us before we were born, it really gave us a little bit of understanding now, because God just gives us this weird impression before they are born, before they are even conceived, with Noah, even before we were married. And now we see things coming true with Anna, and we see that the words that God speaks, the character that God gives, he knew them. He knew these kids long before we even knew each other. And so that's just pretty amazing what he does. And so it was really a blessing to just have him and go through these first 8 months with him. It was also a bit challenging. Some of you know that, when it was in January, Nyoko got really sick and dangerously sick. That was pretty scary. And I know a lot of you guys prayed for us and offered very practical help. Honorary, you came to the hospital at midnight. We just gave you a call and you said, okay, you didn't only direct us to the hospital, you even came over in the middle of the night and helped us with check-in and everything, and visited again the next day, and it was just such a blessing to have you there. And also Sherwin, who unfortunately he can't be here today, but it's just again such a testimony of what a difference the body of Christ makes. Seemingly bad things happen, and of course it wasn't, we didn't really like what was happening with her getting sick, but it's really in these kind of situations when you see what a difference Jesus makes, what a difference the body of Christ makes when you go through tough situations, when you go through difficulties, and then just experience God's blessing through other people, the body of Christ. And that was one of those situations where we learned again to just experience God in the midst of trouble, in the midst of difficult times, in the midst of just in the midst of need. But when you have eyes to see, then you know God will never leave you alone, and He will just be there. And He will just make a way. He will just give you the people, or the money, or the job, or whatever need you might have. He will just give it to you. And it's just so beautiful to experience. And so it's a blessing to have 2 children and to see them grow and to see the relationship grow. And we're really very thankful for this family, and I'm very thankful for you all that we can kind of journey together through all the seasons. And we're definitely very thankful for each and every one of you. And just hoping to be able to return that favor to others as well when other people are in need, to really live out who God is to one another. That's why we love Shanghai. That's why we love being part of this church. And we know it's always for a season. Shanghai is not something where you, as foreigners, where you grow old together and say in 20 years. We'll probably not see each other anymore in 20 years, but it's just such a joy to go through these seasons and getting to know all of you. Some of you for a few months, some of you for many years, but it's just pure joy to live here and to have a season with all of you as friends and as family. Did I forget anything?
No. Fine.
She always tells me I talk too long.
I have a small gift for all of you. Before I forget, let me give this to you. It's